Okay, so welcome. It is dissertation season. It is currently the 10th of January. My dissertation is due in exactly 6 days, and Lord, help me. I've got my peppermint tea, I've got snacks, I'm alone in my room. It's a lot. It really is a lot, but this is really just here as like a little podcast. It's a tiny little podcast because third year students, we need all the help we can get. And as a third year student myself, I'm here to help you first years and second years know what to do, because it is actually a lot. Like, if you work in retail, this is probably even worse for you because you're having to deal with retail work plus do your dissertation at the same time, and it's a lot. Coming from me, who's a manager, it's a lot. It really is. You're having to manage other people plus manage your life plus manage a dissertation that personally I feel like I didn't get enough time on, but that's just another story for another day. But I'm here literally as your little fairy godmother to tell you that as soon as you get your brief on your dissertation, please start it. Or even, honestly, looking back at it now, when we went for our summer break, because we knew we had our dissertation coming up, when we went for our summer break, we really should have been planning what we wanted to do on that summer break. Maybe like the first 2 weeks before you get back to uni, plan. Think of as many ideas as possible when it comes to your dissertation, because that's going to help you out so much. Like, I think it was the week that we went back to uni and like we found out, oh, you're doing your dissertation now. I had probably like one idea, literally one. When it comes to something this big and like has so much pressure attached to it, make sure that you have like at least 3 ideas, maximum like 5 ideas when it comes to your dissertation. Just have some there just in case like one falls through, because the same thing happened to me. I had one idea and my idea was going to be on like soft luxury, quiet luxury, the whole Sophia Richie and Kylie Jenner situation. But then when it actually came down to it, I had to have first conversation with my tutor. That idea, all in all, is actually terrible. It's not as great as it seemed. So my first tutorial kind of went to absolute, excuse my French, shit, because I didn't plan well enough. So please, plan your dissertation. I mean, the one that I have now, it's much better. And I feel like when it comes to your dissertation as well, don't choose something just to choose it. Like, choose something that you actually enjoy and you know that you can talk for England about. Yeah. But yeah, you choose something that you know you can talk a lot about. Choose something that you know you have a lot of opinions on. Choose something that you know there's gonna be a lot of information on it. Even if there isn't a lot of information on it, even my tutor said, it's like, whatever sources that you use, it may not link exactly to your work, but you can always kind of tweak it, so then it kind of does add to your work. Like, okay, mine is about consumer behavior in football, but there's not as many books on consumer behavior in football, so I'm having to do consumer behavior in everyday life and then kind of link it to football. The same with me doing commodity. I did commodity and masculinity in football. There's not that much in commodity in football, but you have to tweak it to the point where it does fit what you need. So that's one tip I'll give. Honestly, plan. Make sure to plan out like every one of your tutorial meetings, because you have it like every other week or something like that. Make sure you plan it so that the week that you first have your meeting, anything that your tutor says, make sure you do it, because you have at least another week to do it. Make sure you do it. Every single note that your tutor gives you, use that note. It is so helpful, because then when it comes to the end of it, you literally have like nothing to do. Any references, oh my gosh, I'm like the worst when it comes to references. I leave that last minute. This time I chose not to. I made sure to do it on time, but don't leave it last minute. That is probably like the worst thing that you could possibly do. Never leave it last minute. Every time you look at something or you watch something, get the link for it straight away. Get the link for it. and just keep that in like a separate folder. So when it came to like my dissertation notes, I had 2 separate folders. I had a folder that was literally for my dissertation, so it had like my abstract, my introduction, my methodology, my theory, everything in there. And then I had another folder which was literally dissertation notes. So any notes that I made when I was with my tutor, I put it in there. Anything that linked to my dissertation, it went straight in there. So if I research something, I'm getting the link for it and I'm putting it straight in there. So I can go back to it and be like, oh, this is what I did here, this is what I did here, this is what I did here. Because you never want to be in a situation where you can't find anything and like you're 6 days before your dissertation and you've lost everything. Make sure to have it in separate folders, label them folders, put it on a hard drive, put it on a USB, send it to yourself, literally email it to yourself, because you are going to need it. Trust me, there has been times when I'm doing work and I've lost everything that I need and I'm like, crap, and I didn't email it to myself. Please make sure you email it to yourself. So tip number 1, plan your dissertation at least 2 weeks before you go back to uni. Like, have an idea of it, even not even 2 weeks, probably like when it's close to you finishing your second year, you should have an idea of what your dissertation is. Like, don't leave it last minute. That is the worst thing you can do. That's number 1. Number 2, back everything up. Back every single thing up, because you don't want to be left with nothing. Now, number 3, when it comes to you actually writing your dissertation, the way that I did it, like, look, 7,000 words is a lot of words. It's a stupid amount of words. I'm not even going to lie to you. But the way that I did it, if you think about it, we started our dissertation in September time, and then it's due in January. That gives you a couple of months. So every week, at least have like 500 words. That's, if you think about it, no, not even 500, have 700 words. That's 100 words a day. 100 words a day is easy, you know, like quick and easy. Just do that. Because then when it comes to the end of it, when it comes to the week before, all you have to do is your conclusion. Me, I work differently to other people. So when I do my conclusion, I do it at the same time that I do my introduction. True, it makes no sense, but in my head it does, because then at the end I can kind of change it and be like, well, I added this, I did this, I did that, I did that. So that will definitely work for you. Like, 100 words a day for a week? You're fine. That's actually fine. If you don't do that, by all means, do what you think makes more sense. But that's one thing I'll say. Now, everyone knows when you're at UAL, you don't just have one assignment due at the same time. They always love to drop another one in. Me, I would say, when it comes to your dissertation, that's the most longest one. But I would say if you've got another assignment that's due after your dissertation, I won't lie to you, get that one done first, because then all you have to do is worry about your dissertation. Literally, like, your dissertation is due first, but the ones afterwards, once you finish doing your dissertation and then like you've got a week and a half until your other assignment's due, you are not going to want to do it. So try and get that one done first. Like, we had our publication thing, put all of that stuff out first, do all of that first, make sure your research folder is done, dusted, don't need to think about it, and then all you need to do is work on your dissertation. That is probably like the best advice that I would give you for something like that. This is for first year, second years, third years. If you like to look back and be like, oh my god, like, she actually makes so much sense. But that is definitely what I would say. Also, oh my gosh, dissertation season, Christmas season even, is one stressful season. Music. You need music to get yourself through it. Like, it don't even need to be like proper Doja Cat or Ariana Grande. I don't really know about Ariana Grande right now, but you know, but even if you're not listening to actual music, ocean music helps as well. It really does. Lo-fi or lo-fi, whatever you guys call it, that works as well. Honestly, anything works, because you're going to need it. You need snacks as well. You really do. Fruit, make sure you're having your fruit, please. You need your 5 a day. So trawberries, cucumber, I don't know, like, have a snack, do something. Wake up in the morning. I would say if you're gonna try, which I don't advise you to do, but high five to you guys, if you're gonna try and do a dissertation in a day, don't drink normal tea, don't drink coffee, because that is going to give you a sugar rush. and then you're just going to want to go to sleep, and then your dissertation is not going to be done, and then you're going to wake up at like 1 o'clock in the morning like, crap, I have a dissertation due. So when it comes to it, drink herbal tea. It may be disgusting, but do it. Use it all on your little blank street coffee wave of matcha. Have a matcha tea. Try that. Try a green tea. Green tea and matcha are basically the same thing. The only difference is there's milk. Like, just do that, honestly, and then you'll be fine. I'll be so for real with you. Like, third year does not have to be as scary as we make it out to be, and you're going to see it in this video. Literally, just chill the F out. You're going to have a bunch of emails coming through. You're going to have so much to do. You're trying to figure out your future. Yes, it's difficult, but everyone needs to take a step back and just breathe. Breathe through it. If you need to take a day to sleep so that you have the energy to do your dissertation, you have the energy to do your assignments, do it. Don't let anyone make you feel like you can't do something, because you really can. It's your life. No one else has control over it. Like, just do it. Like me, I physically was so stressed out. I had so much going on. I said, you know what? I'm going to redo my room. Also, have a clean space. Before you start anything, make sure you have a clean space. Clean space, clean mind. Like, it's the truth. So before I started my dissertation, I redid my room. Yeah, that was a bit stressful because, like, I'm going broke in the process. But do it. Literally, if you have the money for it, do your room up. Make it something that you want to work in. You're not going to want to work in an environment that doesn't suit you and doesn't suit your needs. So make sure that you have somewhere to work that is just comfortable. Make it as cozy as possible. If you want to do it on your bed, I don't advise you do that, but by all means, if you want to do it on your bed, do that. Like, honestly, the world is your oyster when it comes to your dissertation. Literally, like, this is your time to speak your mind. Back it up with references, but it's your time to speak your mind and just do it. So that is honestly the tips that I would give you guys when it comes to dissertation season. It's stressful, we know it's stressful, but we can do it. So goodbye, have a great rest of your year, because by the time you guys watch it, it will be your dissertation season. So have a great time, live your life, do what you need to do, and make sure you get the grade that you want, because in a couple months you're going to be flinging that little hat up like, oh my god, I graduated, oh my god, yay, Shania helped me out, oh my god. Like, come on, we can do it. Like, dissertation season does not have to be as scary as it is. Honestly, the season between September, or not even September, from December to like March does not have to be as scary as everyone makes it out to be. Just plan. I mean, coming from someone who doesn't plan, honestly, plan. Note everything, please. Bye.